Parents' roles in their adult children's lives. Support players. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I do share with you my perspective on different topics. I hope you like, share, subscribe. All 5 channel names are pinned to the top of the comment section or description box below. Being a support player in your adult children's life rather than the main player. You know, we all want to think that we're always going to be the main player in our adult children's lives. And as they grow up, we probably are their main player. The main player in their life, and yet, or the main players, mom and dad, and yet when they become adults, often we have to step backwards and let them live their own lives and make their own choices, and hopefully based upon the wisdom that we've instilled in them, and they go in the right directions. I believe in being there for my children, to share in celebrations, to be there as supportive if they're going through a challenging or difficult time. And yet I believe in letting them make their own competent decisions and letting them decide how they're going through their life. I'm there to talk to you. I'm there for wisdom. I'm there to encourage. I'm there to discourage if I need to. And yet I realize that I'm a support player, a very, very important one, probably the most important one that they will ever have in their life. And yet parents have to step back in a healthy way and let their adult children grow up. Otherwise, it holds them back from living their own best life and being independent and learning the life skills that they need to learn. Will our adult children make mistakes? Yes, unfortunately. And yet we hope that they can avoid most mistakes by listening to us, listening to our wisdom. I do talk to my children. They're all 3 young adults. Hopefully they listen to mom, and I think that they do for the most part. And yet I realize ultimately the decision comes down to them. And I'm more of a support player rather than the main player in their life, although I'm a main person in their life and always will be. There's no one like a mom or a dad, okay? Moms and dads are so amazing and valuable. And often children don't realize that until they're a lot older, how amazing moms and dads are, even the imperfect ones, and we're all a bit on the imperfect side, I think. And yet a mom and dad, especially ones who have done a wonderful job, you know, it's just amazing. And never take your mom or dad for granted, and never take their wisdom for granted, because they've already lived. You may or may not agree with them, you may or may not do what they had to say, but do listen, because often they're filled with a lot of wisdom. And so I think often we're support players in our adult children's lives, and that's perfectly fine with me. I want them to grow up and live independent, rich, full lives, and yet always be there for me as well. I want them to be there to support me in the most positive ways. I want them to be there to encourage me, to help me navigate through life as well. You know, my kids are great at technology, and so often they're helping me, helping mom figure out all the technological stuff. So we're there for each other, okay? And so I think there's a lot of parents want to be directly tell their children what to do. And I think that it's very important to understand that they're adults, and they do make their own decisions. Competent adults make their own decisions, and yet we want to be a supportive person in their life that can encourage them or discourage them, and yet do it the right way, knowing that ultimately the decision rests with them. Okay, from my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.